Hey guys, wanted to show you something real quick for this assignment. When you open up this document, let me show you where it is real quick. So as you're doing the May 2015 paper 2 time zone 2, so when you go to the pages and down to the cumulative reviews, so it is going to be this one right here. It's the last one under the 2015 paper 2 documents. It's this one. This one has the answers at the back of it, just like the previous one did. So wanted to make sure everyone was clear on this. But when you open up that document, it looks like this. As you scroll down, I want to give you a couple heads up on these because it's been a little while. So the Venn diagram stuff, I think you guys will do really well with. Just remember, we start with the inside and subtract our way out to get the other ones. When you see the words like only, then you don't subtract. That just refers to a specific spot within the diagram. So that one I think you guys will handle pretty well. I wanted to show you, so this one goes back to some of our formulas that we did recently. So remember, you got the formula packet, make use of it for this one. But I think you guys will have not too much trouble with that one either. Remember, we always have right triangles here that we can work with. So if your radius is 3 here, the radius here would also be 3. So this is 3. Your slant height is 4. And then you can calculate the height right here by using that right triangle that you see on the top of that. So that's for that one. That problem does continue into this, so that's still part of that problem. As you go down, I'm having you skip number 3. There's some things in here that I would only give you if we were doing this together in person and I could do some of this with you. So I want you to go to number 4. I wanted to remind you of how we did some of this in our calculators. So remember, you're going to go to, this is all under, a lot of this is under chapter 19, 20, and normal distribution. All 3 of those chapters went together. If you go into your calculator and you go to stat, and then you go to edit, that's where you put in, this is list 1, and then you're going to put in the frequencies as list 2. In order to get things like the mean and the standard deviation, after you put in this information, you're going to go to stat, go to calc, and then option 1 that says 1 variable stats is going to get you this information right here. Once you know the mean and the standard deviation, then you can do normal distribution, which is what this is. Although they're using a mean, that they're giving you the mean here, so use this one, and they're giving you a standard deviation right here. This is the one where you go into distribution, and then from there, let me do it this way. There we go. So I just wanted to look at my calculator when I was telling you this to make sure I'm hitting all the correct steps. So yeah, for this part of it, this is your normal distribution. So you go into distribution, which is written in blue, sort of in the upper right area of your calculator. So go into distribution. You want to choose option 2, which is normal CDF. And then you can put in, like on this one, they want everything less than 6.5. So my lower bound would be negative infinity. 6.5 would be my upper bound. And then you can put in the mean and the standard deviation, and that's going to help give you the answer for that one. When they give you the percent, this is where you want to do inverse normal instead of normal. So again, go into distribution, but now you're going to go to option 3 that says inverse normal. This is the area that it's going to ask you for as you go into that. So hold on, I'm kind of doing that at the same time that I'm telling you. So option 3, inverse normal. Remember that the area on most calculators always wants the area to the left of your variable. So in this case, you can see right here that A is going to be the area to the far right on this one. So for this one, we would actually put in an area of 95%. So if there's 5% to the right, so yeah, so 5% to the right, to the far right is 5%. So the left of A would be 95%. So you're going to put in 0.95 for that in order to calculate A. And then you can go ahead and figure out, once you know A, then you can figure out the medium apples by putting in that A value right here. So So I just wanted to remind you of some of that calculator stuff. You're going to skip number 5 because it's got some things we're going to cover in the next chapter. Go on to number 6. And again, this was all chapter 20 right here. So this is where you go into stat, go to edit. You're going to put in your x's as list 1. You're going to put in your y's as list 2. Super important on this one. You got to remember for this problem, you do not have a frequency list. So when you find things like R, make sure that your frequency list line is empty. So anyway, after you put in your list of data, you go back to stat, go to calc, and go to option 4 that says linear regression. So hold on, I'm doing that at the same time with you. So stat, calc, option 4, which is linear regression. So you should have your list 1 as your x's, list 2 as your y's. Your frequency list should be empty. And then it should come up with the information. You should see the R value at the bottom. You'll also see this on the same screen. So that's where you're going to find all that stuff. So hopefully that will help you with this problem. Remember, in order for your calculator to show the R value, you have to make sure your stat diagnostics are turned on. So you can go into either your catalog, which is right above the number 0 on your calculator. You can go into catalog and look for the one that says diagnostics on and click enter. Or you can go under mode. Some of you guys will be able to just go under mode, go down to where it says stat diagnostics and turn those on. So you can try doing that with that guy. So give that a try. Hopefully that helps with this assignment.